Hi guys, so SCS. Oh wow, okay, I did not know we were gonna do this big boy. This is a quick job, but it's gonna be a triple trailer of frozen vegetables. We are gonna be going from the Dales in Oregon through Idaho, which is the newest DLC available for ATS, but I haven't been able to run it, even though it's been out for a couple of months. Some profiling issues with another freeware mod, the Coast to Coast. And then we're going to end it here in Logan, Utah. This is basically a straight shot down I-84, the western U.S. portion of 84. I will get into that as we go down the road. And get off here a little bit before the interchange of 84 and 15. So let's get going. Get our wipers and our headlights on, as this is going to be a rainy night trip. This is triple trailers, so this will be fun. Real life. I actually own a 48-foot dry van trailer, which is hard to believe. Off-roading here with that trailer leaving this place. But yeah, I own a dry van trailer in real life. And for some of you guys who know me, I will say what my CDL classifications are in real life, because it's well noted that I do have one. It's right now it's Class B with a P&S endorsement, actually PS, which is passenger endorsement and school bus endorsement. But I also, as of June of this year, I went to go test on my Class A learner's permit. Past that, I got 3 out of 4 possible wrong. I might not need my wipers now. No, I won't. That you can get in the state of Virginia, as well as 1 wrong each on my triple trailer endorsement test, and 1 wrong on my tanker endorsement test. Because of the coronavirus and the way that the Virginia DMV is operating things right now, I actually decided against getting my hazmat endorsement for the time, which we're here on, as we're getting into Dells, Oregon. U.S. Route 30. We'll follow 30 east and 97 north for a short ways to get to the interstate. Somebody says that I turn too wide, both in-game and IRL. Here, hauling the triple, I don't really know exactly how it's supposed to work. Now, triples are not legal in every state. Getting ready to get on the western part of 84. 84 has 2 segments not connected, one in the western U.S. and one in the eastern U.S. That's something for another day. I've never been on the western part of 84, but I have driven the entire eastern part of it, not in both directions though. There's about I've driven the entire eastern part going westbound, but I have not driven any of the Pennsylvania part and the westernmost 20 miles in New York State in the eastbound direction. Get on. have a nice long lane to get over, hop over on the highway now. We're expected to get in about 12, in about 10.5 hours. I might be able to make it, I might not. Like I said, they get the hours of service wrong in this game. So, yeah. Anyway, so, like I said, because of the COVID, and the way the DMV is operating in my home state of Virginia, I did not go for my hazmat endorsement at this time. I will do that eventually. There's some other kinks I need to work out with the DMV anyway, so I'll do that probably next winter or spring. Like I said, I own a dry van trailer, and I actually have hazmat placards on it. It's a 48-foot Wabash. Current markings on it are Howes Motor Freight. I know I'm going to get that repainted before I do anything to it. All I need to do is get some new DOT tape on the rear bumper, do some repainting, and I'm probably going to want to get the landing gear looked at because it is a pain to turn. I almost traded it in for a more vintage Southern Railway trailer. But that's my choice there. Because we're going up here. So we're going 84. We're going 84 this road. For pulling triples, she's hauling pretty good. It's only 50,000 pounds though, so I'm surprised it's that low of weight, to be honest. I'm gonna take the summer, or I'm gonna take the rest of the fall and the winter though, to actually take proper classes for my Class A. So trying to do it the more redneck way. Just because I feel like I'll get more out of it that way. From what I noticed, frontward motion for me is not going to be an issue on these trailers. My biggest worry, honestly, because I'm going way too fast here, is actually going to be backing. I think if I have one area where I'm going to have trouble, it's going to be backing. Which is funny because with my school bus route right now, I have this really narrow parking spot. I'm usually the last one in. Now, I don't care if I chew up the grass. Really, it's the district's fault for that. Anyway, with that being said, I can usually get my bus in there without hitting anything, even though it's real close sometimes. No pull-in, no pull-ups, one at most. I'm not trying to mount on that. I'm not trying to with my backing there, just backing the bus, but I've noticed, at least for me, I think I'm much better with a straight vehicle than I am articulated, but like I said, we'll see how things go over time. Don't that exit designs, it's going to take us a wash now. This exit right here in games for Interstate 82 and 390. Whatever, it's exit 179 in Oregon 84. As the next town we'll get into is it's exit 207 is the next exit, Pendleton, Oregon. right now. I am definitely an asshole in game right now, and like it's gaming, so don't be surprised if I drive the way I drive in game does not signify the way I drive IRL. And I lost all that damn momentum too. What I might do, honestly, is let's see what time does load need to be there. Okay, I have till 4:57 a.m. on Wednesday, so I'm gonna actually do something here. Before we get to Idaho, I'm going to if I can, I'm going to get off and take a nap in game. That way, we can go through Idaho during the daylight, because Idaho is a new state for me. The next major city on 84 is going to be Ontario, Oregon. Not to be confused with Ontario, California, or Ontario. These guys are going slow as molasses up this hill. I am losing momentum for all those heavier and slower trucks. Yeah, SCS probably could have done well, maybe with adding a truck climb lane here. Because we're on a Indian reservation, helps with design set. The next city in game is going to be Ontario, Oregon on 84. Okay, here's a truck climbing lane. I might actually have to use it too, because I'm only doing like 47. And truthfully, I'm even losing speed climbing this hill. Not as much as these guys, but still, I am losing speed on this hill. The biggest problem too is you got a good chunk of switchbacks coming up here. The other thing too right now is this corner, got an overlook ahead, but the eastbound lanes and the westbound lanes are taking a much different track. I'm going to zoom out the map here. This actually gives me a view. The red line is 84 east, and what we're actually on right now. And the gray line is 84 west, which takes a much shorter, probably lower route as well. I'm going to jump over this lane because he's going faster than I am. Climbing here. Couple more turns and then we'll be back joined with 84. I know why it is, so I think they try to make it longer and maybe a little shallower grade for the uphill where it's going down. I don't think they cared as much about the gradient, but I could be wrong about that. It's a short too, so was he even stop? There we go. Yeah, that was my fault. Actually, depending on what time we've been for this day, I may just run the whole cruise. It's 1 a.m. now. It's actually 2 a.m. now, and I'm trying, and then I don't know what time exactly the sun starts coming up in this part of the country. Oh, lovely. I need fuel. Well, sounds like I'll be stopping in Ontario anyway. Hey.
Hey, what's going on?
I need to call and get on board.
Well, I'm number 2 on board now. So when you get on, you'll be number 3 when I'm going to get off. What time you get on board?
Within the next 20 minutes.
Oh, okay. Andrea has had to run 2 trips today.
Dang.
She had one to run. She had to go down toward Clifton Forge for a janitor crew or something. And then when she got back off of that, she had to go to Hagerstown.
Trips that Brian would never do.
Why?
Wait, what time was her Hagerstown scheduled for?
I don't know. We went out this morning at the same time, 7:30.
So, never mind, she's already gone then.
Yeah.
No, the reason I was asking about the Hagerstown was because if it was something where she hasn't left yet, I would have called her and said to give it to me. I'm going on the board now.
No, she's already on it. She's on it. I said, Amanda Rankin, now she's on her way to Hagerstown. And she's gone.
Hey, at least she's willing to do those long trips, unlike some branch managers.
Right. But where are the daylight people? We had 2 girls and 2 guys, and now we have nobody.
It's payday weekend for us.
But then too, I mean, you've got 2 women that's supposed to be running. The heavyset black girl, she does run.
Yeah.
But you know, let me ask you something. If it's my day off and I don't answer the phone, am I going to get in trouble?
You're not supposed to, but under Brian, yes.
I told Benny I may take the car off. I wasn't sure.
Is Benny in the yard now?
In the office?
Yeah.
Yeah, why?
Just wondering.
We gonna call him?
No. I may talk to him about a couple of things when I get down there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. We can't trip or whatever.
Yeah. I'm not me quitting or anything. I'm just gonna talk to him about a couple of things, and I need to take a weekend off at the end of the month. Like I straight up need to take off the last weekend, like the 31st, the 31st, the 30th, 31st, and 1st.
Yeah. You're going out of town, aren't you?
Yeah.
You going to Oregon? Is that where you were going?
Yeah.
I was just saying.
Yeah, I'm seeing a friend out there.
You gonna fly or drive out?
Fly. I'm only gonna be there. I'm flying out Saturday. I'm flying back Tuesday.
Did you get a good rate?
Well, I had bought the tickets earlier this year, and I was gonna go in April.
Yeah, when the pandemic and all that hit.
That was when the whole thing was in its max. You know, back when it was in its.
So your ticket's already paid for. That's good.
Yeah.
You fly from Roanoke to Charlotte to Denver, and then to
No.
Oregon or what?
Lynchburg to Charlotte, Charlotte to Dallas, Dallas to Portland.
Oh, okay. So you're flying to Lynchburg.
Yeah, but the way I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna see what the return rates are. I may just pay for an Uber or Lyft. And then if I need to fly back through Roanoke, I can.
Yeah, you ought to call him and put that on your schedule. You ought to tell him that now.
I'm telling him either to if I catch him today, I'm telling him today.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. The sooner the better on that.
Yeah.
They did have did hire a woman. And guess what? I'm not prejudiced, but she's one of the ones that keeps her face covered. That wears
Yeah.
a scarf.
As in, are you saying it as in COVID or Muslim?
I don't know that for sure, but she was there with her. She had a mask on. She was telling her about you need to open the door. You need to do
Which, trust me, nobody does.
Right.
You know, give it a month, and she won't do it.
Right, but I wonder how the railroad take it.
Take what?
Her.
The railroaders themselves, I can see her quitting within a month.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of prejudice. I'm not prejudiced. I'm not racist. I get along with her, but it kind of shocks me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, and don't take what I'm about to say wrong, but I'd say at least 60% of those guys are white supremacists.
Oh, a lot of them are. There's more white supremacists out here what we know about, you know.
Well, in this part of the country especially.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to wait about 3:30 to go off the board. 4:30 to go off the board.
Don't wait that long. I'll be on well before 4 o'clock.
Okay. It's 3 o'clock now. It's 3:30 now.
Yeah. Let me get off here so I can go on board.
Alright.
Alright, bye.
And I may get off about 15, 20 minutes. If
All right.
we don't get on board, I'll back at you. Right on.
Hey, if I don't, it's just I'm doing something, but just get off anyway. Bye.
Alright.
Sorry about that. Coworker had called me about something. Speaking of, I gotta call my second job and get on their schedule. No sheets. We just also stopped to get our fuel like I said we needed to, so we should be good the rest of the way to Utah. And the sun's starting to slowly creep itself up here as it's 4 in the morning.
Thank you for calling PGI Business. Please enter the room, please. If you are calling in response to a message, This call may be monitored or recorded for quality assurance and training purposes.
Rip that move.
All dispatch specialists are currently assisting other callers. Please hold. Calls are answered in the order received.
We're just trying to set something up last minute.
Thank you for continuing to hold. We will answer your call in the order it was received. If you're calling BTI dispatch, if you won't take, please enter direct. Your status is off duty. To change your phone status, please enter your select one available. Select two for limited availability. Your status has been changed to available. Your position on the board is number 3. Thank you. Goodbye.
Alright, there we go. Sorry about the last like 15 minutes, including my unusually reckless for the area driving. I was having to take care of some actual real world stuff that just came up. Anyway, yeah, the sun's starting to come up here, and we're just outside of Ontario. In Oregon. Few lights on my dash. I'm just nursed all the way in. We'll go by exit 374 here. First Ontario exit. I have like 3 or 4 in game. Truck's damaged 15, trailer's damaged 1, cargo itself is damaged 0. Let's try to keep it at that. Next exit's going to be for US. That's all for 30. .376A, that's Ontario for 30 west, and Pyatt, which is probably Washington, is 30 east. And Winnemucca is next, and we are now in Idaho. We are in the great state of Idaho. First time here. Now, I said this I said this a little bit earlier on some of the phone call. I will actually be in Oregon in real life. I'm seeing a friend of mine at the end of the month. I'm going to be out there for 4 days. I'm flying out on Saturday the 31st, and I'm flying home on Tuesday the 3rd. Of November. I was originally going to make this trip back in April, but things COVID related prevented that from happening. So we're now going to Nampa, Idaho. This right here is, I would say, the busiest part of Idaho. It's 46. It's 3 lanes in each direction, as opposed to 2. And it says we just discovered Boise. So we have discovered 3 new cities in game just now. Boise is the state capital of Idaho and its largest city. And in trouble. I guess I'm gonna try to get this thing all the way down to Logan now, so we don't have to worry about it later. The next state to come out is going to be Colorado. Then all they need to do after that, which will probably be your 2021 release, and I think more of these states would have come out this year if it wasn't for the pandemic. And some of the Europe, and a lot of the issues, 1 European lockdowns, and international travel restrictions, the latter of which are still in place. Station at 31 head. Don't think there's actually a way station to be honest, but still. No, it's just a rest area. We're gonna be nowhere in this for a while. That's what it feels like. East of Boise. But that's probably how making some of the research and development for some of these states a little bit harder. Plus, you got individual state restrictions that are still in place. The strictest amongst are New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. But those states, especially with the way ATS's progress is, which is west to east, I don't think COVID outbreaks can affect them. Those states from Idaho, actually, the only state that I know of in the western U.S. that has a major travel restriction right now is Idaho. We got 225 miles and 4 hours to go. We're still looking about 10:30 in the morning is when we'll arrive at Logan. Some bad news in the real world, though, folks. Been having a lot of car troubles lately. Just Oh, I got 3 major issues I gotta get fixed before the end of the month just to get my car to be able to pass state inspection. I'm talking about my 2013 Sonic. The issues at hand are I need a new lower ball joint and control arm on both sides of my front tires, on both sides of the front. And, plus, I need to get a heater core replacement. And I'm looking at a $2,500 repair job right now. I am not happy with that. I cringe every time I think about it. No, there's an accident going the other way. Twin Falls and Sun Valley are going to be the next exit. I have time to break away, but I'm not going to because I think I have time to break away, but I'm just not going to. That's exit 173 and US 93. Pass this guy. That's a double trailer or something. Set the cruise. See what it does. I like a lot of these more custom signs coming through here. I think that last one, red, white, and blue, is actually the Lincoln Highway. But you drive through Idaho and drive through, let's say, California, it's night and day with the custom scenery. You don't see a lot of that at all going through California. Mind you, the first 2 states in the game were California and Nevada. And you got a sign for exit for Interstate 86, and 30 East is going to go to 86, going along with 86 and 2 miles. Whereas that's going to go to Portola or whatever, however that's pronounced. Whereas this is going to go towards Ogden, Utah. That's what the church is located. We got a problem. They got the ramp shut down, so we're going to have to reroute. Let's go into the map. Now, what we're going to have to do is go through Portola. Or no, not Portola. Pocatello. I was pronouncing it wrong the whole time. What we're going to have to do is go down through Pocatello. Get on the 15. And follow that into Logan. And that whole area down the 15 corridor, just by chance, is town after town. You got Logan, Ogden, Salt Lake, and Provo. Anyway, let's roll. I was just checking to see what the reroute was going to be. That's one thing I do like about is all these random events, and then the fact that I don't indict. I like that. It's like you're running along nicely, and then all of a sudden, bam, find a new way to go around. Let's see. that is going to put us in around 11:24 a.m. But that also gives me a new city on my exploration marker, because I would have bypassed all the city. I would have bypassed this city as a whole if I had gone the other way. Especially considering that 3 and 6. Well, we got one problem to worry about, I just saw. And that is the fact that we got 3 minutes between our hours of service time and the time we're going to get there and the time that we have left to drive by law is only 3 minutes difference, so this could be a problem. I hope not, but it's just something I'm going to have to worry about. This is going to be a 58. I'm going to get off and run the surface streets, even though I probably shouldn't. The reason I'm going to, for time reasons, I probably shouldn't do this, but I'm going to do it for one reason. That way I make sure I know I get the city as discoverable. FedEx truck coming. I know that's a camper. He's out of my way, so now we can continue. You can see how the off-tracking is on a triple trailer. And I really didn't need to do that, actually. The second I hit the surface straight off the ramp, it came to the city as discovered. So the way things have gone on speed and all, we now have about 10 minutes of available travel time. Oh, dang it. And of course I'm blocking both lanes. So that doesn't help either. I guess I will see as well. Watch that come in, and she's ready. Must just be red light riding the whole way. Isn't that bad of a turn. I'm gonna go through downtown here, I believe. I may will make it through this light of green and turn green just because we went through it. So we'll slow it down to 25. So that was good. I was able to get that as a roll through instead of actually having to stop. It just helps for momentum purposes. And this one, I'll go to just roll right on through it at 15. And speed limit goes up here to 35, and then we'll actually be getting on the 15 here in a minute or so. Sign for Salt Lake, go right. And I wonder why, but I just saw they have barricades, like gate-style barricades, to prevent people from getting on the highway in certain conditions. And my driver's getting tired. Dang it. Wait a second. I should have stayed on that surface street. You get another fix-it ticket. I know that if I have to stop. Nope. You have been cleared to bypass the station. Have a nice day. That helps. We got an hour and 41 minutes to go, and 90 miles to go. Mount Carson, Montpelier, that's what the sign says. We are Mount Carmel, Montpelier. It's like 47, so we're about 45 minutes. Real world time from the state border with Utah. That sign reads. Some of that surface street. No, I can slow it down. Crescent area, that's right. Oh! Okay, so what's coming down that way is I-4. We're gonna barely make it out of time. Because the guy starts yawning 2 hours before you get done with your hours of service, which I have said time and time again they get wrong in game. You actually do have a rumble strip on here too. I just realized that. So if you hit a rumble strip, it actually does make sound file for that. The issue through here must be just high winds. Welcome to Utah. And it's starting to black out. It doesn't really matter because we're actually getting off of this exit. Whoa, go right at all. Here, actually, that's exit 385. I don't think it was that high, but okay. Riverside, Logan. Through that turn. Solo, we're using Idaho. I'm back up this way. There is a small town that way. Now, this is a 2-lane back road, and yet it's marked as a 60 zone. It's fun. So we still got about 15 miles to get to our drop off. Now, only like 10 states do allow I was beginning to hear, I was going to say something earlier, I'm going to say it now. As far as I know, only like 10 states allow triples. Or maybe it's up to 13. I actually forget now. But not a whole lot of them allow it, so getting interstate triple wins is actually good. Because I think in order to get them, you had to have Oregon, Idaho, and Utah. And Utah came before Idaho. Do not do that in real life, folks. What I just did, where I pulled the parking brake just to stop on time, that is not something that you would do in real life. And I don't do it in real life, so. Now, for this load, how are we going to do this? I'm just going to play it safe with doubles and triples. But if it was a single trailer, I would back it in. And that's the best way to do it. And engine malfunction. Just as we're pulling into the spot. What we gotta do is turn left at the next light, and then we're here. Left at the light, we're turning right up ahead, and then we're here. Oh, that's perfect. I didn't think we'd get the left turn arrow that quickly. What I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to shade it. Oh, really? I'm gonna hit him. Zero because the way that ended up being set up, I knew it was not going to work that way. pretty good. Oh, this will work. I like this one. This will be our next video. We'll be doing concrete tubes from Logan to Holbrook.